Okay, it says I'm live. All right. Trying this out. Oh, good. The microphone is working. Yay. I'm having to use a somewhat broken laptop for this, so yay, it worked. Okay, I'm going to post on my Instagram that I'm doing this. Oh, Kosha, look, I'm live streaming. Kosha, look, I'm live streaming. Oh, hello, someone's here. Who's here? Well, let me see. I don't know how to see who it is who's here. Hello? Hello, person who's here. No, is it Sororia? Hello! It is Sororia. Hello. Okay, yeah. So I'm testing out live streaming because it seems like a fun way to do stuff. I hope the camera quality is okay. It looks like it's doing, on my screen, it's doing that thing where there's like weird lines like on an old TV. Because this is not the world's greatest laptop. This is a broken Chromebook that's literally, the casing is coming apart. But I had to use this one because my HP one would not be able to run a live stream at all. So the fan is working overtime on this little guy. I don't know if you can hear that. Kosa is here in the background. She's having a little nappy on the bed. Oh. Say hello. Say hello, baby girl. We're on a live stream. She's sleepy. She's sleepy. Oh, okay. Yeah, she doesn't want to be on camera. She just wants to take a little nap. Kosa. She's the only one in the room right now, I think. She's the only one in the room right now. Soria says hi, Kosa. The fan is on a little bit. She's sniffing at it. Anyway, here, I'll position myself so you can still see her in the background. Yeah, so I've got makeup stuff I want to talk about. I was going to do a video about all this stuff, but I'm not good at editing, and I don't like it very much. So, live stream instead. Sorry if I keep wiping at my lip. It's very hot in here, and also I have two very bright lights on. I have like this lamp from this side, and then I have this lamp from this side. So not only is it hot in the room, but also I've got these in my face, which is why it's obscuring some of the breakouts. But you can see like there's some breakout going on. But anyway, so I was gonna wait to do this until tomorrow, but I actually have to work a pretty long shift tomorrow, and I think I'll be really tired by the end of it. So maybe I'll do it tomorrow because I have another package coming tomorrow that's more Moira stuff, like eyeshadow and lip gloss and eyeliner. But for now, we're going to talk about other stuff that I have because I have a few new things. New to me. And the first thing that's brand new and that arrived just today is the Moda Brushes that I ordered. So I fell for it. Instagram was recommending me stuff, and they recommended me these brushes, and I was like, those look cute. And then for a couple months, I was browsing the website and trying to make decisions, and finally, Moda was like, hey, also, here's a 20% discount code. And I was like, I'll bite the bullet. So this is the brush that I got. It's the neon blue brush set. And it came with, I spent a certain amount, so it came with a little free highlighter brush. And this is interesting. Most of my highlighter brushes are round because most of my brushes are Spectrum. So let me see, I have it right here. So most of my highlighter brushes are either a fan brush or they're rounded like this one is. Oh, we have more people. Hello. So this one, as you can see, quite round there. Hello, more people. And then we've got this one, which is flatter, which I think is quite interesting. So that's going to be fun to play around with. And then we've got this, and the thing I am most excited about in this, first of all, I just need to address this real quick. This is Moda's crease brush. Their crease brush. This is as big as a Glamlite regular blending brush. Here we've got, for comparison, Moda crease brush, literally says crease on it there. And this is a Spectrum B07. Quite similar, as you can see. A little bit different, but quite similar. I have sort of small eye space. This is not a crease brush for me. It could work. I could make it work, but this is a big brush for my eyes. I would typically, for like a crease, use something like the Spectrum B11. You can see here that this is a lot smaller than this one. This is something I would typically use for my crease. Or this one, the B10, which again, a lot smaller. This one has a more flat top. So I will not be using that for my crease. I will probably be using this detail brush, which is a lot like the Spectrum pencil brush. And here we've got, this is the angle shader. Now again, I have another angle shader from Spectrum. As you can see, Spectrum is a lot more generally petite than Moda, it looks like, which is better for my eyes, typically. This is probably going to use this for concealer, actually, because I'm going to do a full face. I'm going to do a full face. Did I forget to mention that? I think I did, because this kit is a full face kit. And the thing I'm most excited to try, I'm going to do a little Glamlite versus BeautyBay, because the other night I did a look using the Glamlite Margarita, and I used this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade, and this shade, right? And I have equivalents to those shades in my BeautyBay palettes, and I thought, let's compare them. Why not, right? They're the only things that aren't super drugstore in my collection, so might as well. And I'm quite excited about this. It's like a silicone glitter type applicator because the BeautyBay eyeshadows are recommended use with fingers, and presumably that could be because of oils on the skin allowing the shine to come through better, but presumably it's because it could pack it on better than most makeup brushes, right? But a silicone applicator can pack stuff on. So I'm excited to try that. Hello? Oh no. Let me check. Where'd my phone go? There it is. Uh-oh. What's going on? Is the live stream still up? I gotta check on my YouTube. Is it still up? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, well. It's real delayed though, my God. What's going on with it? No, okay, I think it's fine. I've never done one before. I think it's fine. I'm going to post that I'm doing this on my Instagram real quick. I don't know who I'm talking to. I guess it'll probably save to my channel, so I'm probably talking to the majority of people out here. But yeah, I'll just post on my Instagram real quick. What? When did I take a screenshot of the Snapcube Shadow trailer? I didn't mean to do that. Anyway. Let's see here. I'm gonna find a cute little picture of my sweet baby girl. There we go. And I'm just going to post on my Instagram real quick. Doing a live stream on my YouTube channel. Link in bio. Talking about makeup and general life stuff. I'm just going to cat makeup. Bam. That should be good, right, Coleslaw? I think she thinks that'll be good. Load. Load. Now I'm just working out how to make this work. Is there a way I can improve this? No one's watching right now. It's fine. This will be a boring moment someone can skip over in the recording. It's fine. Okay. That. Oh, now I don't know if that went into the right hashtags. Okay, cool. Okay, it's all good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, you know what? I should probably put this on my story too. Because I forgot that's a thing. Okay, I need to copy the link. No, stop. Or actually, wait. No, that'll be useful this time around. Okay, yeah. Here. And then... Okay. Hi guys, I'm live streaming on my YouTube channel. If I can figure out how to include a link to that, I will. If I can figure out how to include a link to that, I will. Oh, good. Okay. Hi guys. I figured out how to include a link. I'm not good at this Instagram thing, but that's okay. I do it for hobby. Okay. Yay, it's on my story now. Yay! Yeah, I took an accidental screenshot of... I was watching the... I didn't know that the Shadow the Hedgehog Snapcube dub trailer released. I'm excited about that. I like those trailers. I like those dubs. They're fun. Anyway, I'm so sweaty. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. As I said, we're doing a full face sort of thing. And we're going to be doing Glamlite versus BeautyBay. I'm probably going to have to use all three of these palettes for getting the same colors. It should be a little clunky, but bear with me. And we're going to start with eyes. So, I always start with eyes. And the other night when I did this look, I actually did not use my Glamlite eye base. I used my, you're not the right eye base. I used my Revolution Prime and Lock, which I quite like. I think it's very good. Oh no. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I quite like this. It's very thin, so it's not too much of a layer on the skin. God, these lights are overexposing, but I don't know how else to light things. Ow! So that's hot. But I just want to, whatever. Okay. You guys know the drill. Skin does not look as good in real life as on camera. Right now, I am actually having a lot of breakouts, so I have a lot of redness and texture, and that's fine. And the foundation that I'm going to put on, I'm going to do one half of my face with a tinted moisturizer and a light coverage concealer, and one half of my face with more medium to full coverage. Both of them are going to look a lot better on camera than in real life, because camera makes everything look all airbrushed and completely flawless. Yes, it was ouch. These get very hot. Like, these are the kind of lamps that they come with a warning, like, be careful leaving them on too long, because they could burst into flames. Gee, safe. But I've tested it before. I can leave them on for a couple hours, and they're fine. They get hot, but they don't overheat, because it takes me usually like an hour or more to film a video. So, yeah. All right, so I have tapped my eye primer in with my ring finger on both eyes. That's how I prefer to do it. Some people like to put their eye primer on with a brush, but I prefer to do it with my fingies. And we are going to go in with Glamlite first. And I'm going to take the crease brush from the Moda set. And this is my first time trying Moda brushes. They feel very nice. They are a nice, like, high quality plastic. They have a matte sort of touch to them, which is nice. They like have a good look. There's more weight to them than the plastic brushes on my Glamlite Little Mermaid brushes. However, that could just mean that there's more plastic on the inside, which is less environmentally friendly, but then also low-key spectrum a little bit, acting like it's more environmentally friendly than it is. Because just like these Moda brushes, they come in individual plastic wrapping, right? Each brush has an individual plastic wrapping on it. Just saying. Although it's not as bad as Moda literally coming in like a plastic case. Everything's not environmentally friendly, unfortunately. Anyway, we're going in first with this shade here, Watermelon, which does not look as good on camera as it does on. Let me see if I can back up and give a more. It looks orange. Why does it look orange on camera? It's not orange. This shade is not orange. Let me bring it closer. Can you see that it's more of a pinky color? It's like a bright salmon color. I'm going in with the crease brush. I have not used these Moda brushes yet, so this is a first impression of these brushes. I'm going to tap it off a couple of times to get rid of the excess, and I'm going to begin applying it with very tight circular motions, which is just my preferred way to blend, because it gives me like, I can get this weird almost squareness to this part of this eye if I don't do the like tight circular motions. So that's what I tend to do. Man, these... No, that doesn't help. What if I... No, that doesn't work either. I need to get a better lighting setup. I'm going to lean in a little closer. It's just not going to show up as pigmented on camera as it is in real life. But you can see it, right? It's there. It's a lot brighter in real life. I will post some Instagram pictures when we are done. It will look a lot better on my phone camera, which I wish I could have used, but for some reason YouTube is like, you don't meet the qualifications for live streaming on a mobile device. Hey, why are there special qualifications for live streaming on a mobile device? Can I ask that real quick? Why are there special qualifications? That's weird. That's a weird thing to have special qualifications for. It's live streaming. Why is it some exclusive club if I want to do it from my phone? Oh, hello. Hello. We have more people. Hello. Yes, it is definitely the camera and graphics card, because like I said, this is a little Chromebook. This is a little Lenovo Chromebook. Lenovo. Sorry, this is a little Lenovo Chromebook. It is not built for this. You'd think that they would build good live streaming capabilities and cameras and stuff into Chromebooks, considering Google owns YouTube. But I guess that's not a priority. You'd think it would be, though. I am really layering this on there, trying to get it to show up on camera. And anyway, I am trying to wing it out a little bit. If it looks a little bit messy, that's okay. I can clean it up. I might be able to clean it up with sweat, because I'm sweating a bunch. But probably I'm just going to clean it up with like a Q-tip or a bit of tissue. We've got our first color down. It is so much more pinky in person. Yeah, I'm definitely posting pictures on Instagram after this because it looks so much better in person. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to do my next bit using this same brush still, just the tip of it. Here we go. So I'm going to go into Strawberry down here, which is like a red. Like this is a dark applier red. Oh, and these brushes are kind of a dark blue, or dark applier blue. Woo. Anyway, I'm going into Strawberry, and I'm going to apply here to the outer corner. It's a little difficult to tell the shades apart on the eye, but it's going to provide some semblance of depth as long as I layer it good enough. You can kind of tell on camera. Yep, Emo Dude red. Honestly, this would also be a good red for MCR stuff. Just toss that on and, well, I won't sing it because it's YouTube and I don't want to get claimed by anything, but just sing a little bit of MCR, you know, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge era. Could totally do that. Emo Dude red. And I'm just applying that to the smaller area, trying to concentrate it more in the crease and not going as high up toward my eyebrow, trying to build a little bit of depth. And again, it doesn't build that much depth. The shades do not look too terribly different on the eye. You can't even tell that they look different at all on camera, but honestly, you can barely tell in real life. It sort of just makes it look more of a gradient. And then I'm going to just go in little circular motions right here to try to get some of that red color into the winged out part. And back into the crease a little bit with those circular motions. Windshield wiper is also good. I tend to do a mixture of both. Okay. Yeah, that worked out. That worked out all right. I still prefer being able to have a much smaller brush for inside of the crease, but that worked out okay. I'm just gonna grab my roll. I have just this big roll of paper towels that I wipe my brushes on. I should probably just buy a color switch. They're like $1, but I can never find one. So I have paper towels instead. All right, so we've got that down. I'll probably clean it up after I put on the shimmer. And we're going to go ahead and try out. Now, when I did this look the other night, I did not have these Moda brushes yet, so I used my Spectrum brushes. And Where did it go? Okay, this isn't the one I used, but this is the same cut I used. I used the Spectrum crease brush. As you can see, it is flat. It is more sort of dense. It's a good brush for applying Glamlite shimmer. There's not really an equivalent of it in this little Moda kit. So I'm going to try out this Glam Topper, which, as I said, is a silicone sort of applicator, typically meant for loose glitters, flakes, and things like that. So I'm going to go into this shade here, Blue Curacao? I don't know. I don't know alcohols because I'm allergic to them. Oh! Okay, well, that sort of dug into my eyeshadow like a fingernail. I guess that's why these are typically used for loose product. Oh, okay. Well, did not expect that. We've got a little on there. I thought I would be able to get more. Let me try. On the bright side, I'll be able to hit pan a little bit quicker, I guess. No shade to the tool, though, because this isn't exactly how it's meant to be used. And I'm going to, one of the things I liked about the precision crease was I was able to do sort of a fake or like cheater sort of cut crease. I have to sneeze. Oh, it's not going to happen. Oh. I was able to sort of do a bit of a cheat of a cut crease. I didn't I didn't cut using concealer or anything like that, or I don't like using concealer for it. I like using eye base. I didn't do the actual cut motion. I just applied the shimmer. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that it's all pointed like that. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do the same thing where I get the kind of like faux cut crease effect. That's the goal here, because I like that I can do that with my Glamlite shimmers, and because sometimes you just don't want to go through all the steps of doing a cut crease, but you want that kind of look and that kind of effect. But it's kind of hard to do with the BeautyBay shimmers because, well, sometimes that's a little hard to achieve with just your finger, that kind of precision, you know? Okay, keep tapping it in and like rubbing it a little on the thing. Yeah, this is definitely a tool better suited for loose pigments and such. But it does seem to be getting the job done on the bright side, albeit a little less precise than my Glam or Spectrum brush could, but it is getting the job done. Let me, there we go. Come in a little closer. Got a bunch of stuff on my desk. You can see there that there's a little bit of extra glitter, like right up at the top that didn't quite go where I wanted it to. But such is the hazards of dealing with shimmers in general, unfortunately. I am enjoying this tool. I don't have a tool like this in my collection, so this is unique. However, I am liking these Moda brushes so far, and there were a couple other kits on their website that looked cute, so I'll probably be getting those and end up with one or two more of these. I don't mind having like repeat brush cuts, honestly, because sometimes your brushes are dirty and you need extras. Uh-oh. I know, it's such a nice shimmer. 1 second. I just gotta... My allergies are acting up. Okay. We're good. We're fine. We're all good, aren't we? Let me take a picture of what she's doing right now. Oh my goodness. She's in the funniest little pose. Okay. She's in the funniest little pose. Look at that. What kind of nap is that? That's such a silly pose that she's doing. Look at it. Her little belly is not a little belly. It is a big belly. She is fat. I don't know why she is so fat, because I don't think we overfeed them. Like, we try quite hard to not overfeed them too much, but all of them have gotten quite chunkulous, and I don't know how. Because, like, they run around so much as well. I don't know. She is such a silly bean. She is such a silly bean. She's a silly little chubbits. She's just the sweetest little creature. She loves hanging out with Mama every time I film something. Or I just sit at my desk and play with makeup in general. She comes over. She lays on my bed. And she just chills out. She just likes to hang out with her Mama. Okay. I got up a little bit into a part of the crease I did not want it to. Let's see if we can just blend that away real quick. I'm just going to tap the tip of the crease brush back into Strawberry, the dark red, and try to blend that crease. There is a lot of blue base to this eyeshadow though, not just shimmer, so yeah, it just kind of smudged a little. But that could just be a margin of error for me needing to learn how to use the product or the tool a little bit better. Because as I said, I've never used a tool like this before. Getting it just on the tip of the tool and trying to be a little more precise with it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it was more my fault than the tool's fault. Okay, there we go. Got that. I'm going to again wipe it on my paper towel here. I assume that you clean this the same way you clean your brushes, just with regular soap. Probably don't need to leave it to dry as long though. Okay, good enough. Oh, there's glitter all inside of the brush packet now. Oh, everything's gonna be glittery forever. It's fine. All right, now I'm going to take that that fluffy pencil brush that they call the detail brush. I mean, it's pretty big, like that. That's pretty big. I'm going to take this, well, actually, no. First, I'm going to take a little bit more of Strawberry on, like, the side of this crease brush, and I'm just going to tap a little bit more and blend it right here, because I want the edge of this more blended out. A lot of product got not entirely where I wanted it to be, but let me see if I can fix it by just taking a little extra on my finger and... Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, so it can do like the detail lining work for me, the tool, and then I can just clean up a little bit in the aspect of actual blending using my finger, which I am not upset about. Okay. Now I'm going to clean up that edge a little bit because I am unhappy with this. I'm just going to take myself a little bit of tissue paper. The cats got into this one. Yeah. Pretty much any time that they find somehow, they get under the sink or something or wherever it's kept, and they just tear into it like that, it's like, well, that's for blowing our noses now or whatever we need. They shredded it. They shred it. Violent. Anyway, I'm just spraying it with a little bit of setting spray. This one smells like watermelons, and I'm just going to wipe here at the corner. And as you can see, that has straightened that out, cleaned it up, and made it a little bit more precise. The setting spray helped to remove without leaving any sort of makeup remover like residue on my face, which we don't want because we're gonna apply foundation. Then I just folded it into a little triangle to help with that. So now I'm gonna take this detail brush and I'm going to go into this shade here, Presidente, I think. And it's sort of this like, I'm gonna call it a seafoam greeny sort of shade. And I'm gonna dip that in. Again, a little bit on, just gonna swirl it a little bit, pick up plenty of product, and try to apply it to my inner corner. It's a little bit bigger than the fluffy brushes that come with Glamlite stuff. Most of these Moda brushes seem to be a little bit bigger. Or Glamlite, did I say Glamlite again? I keep saying Glamlite when I mean Spectrum. But Spectrum. The brushes are Spectrum, the eyeshadow is Glamlite. Okay. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well to provide the inner corner stuff, plus I blended it a little into our original blue there because I like to do that kind of through line. So now we have that going on our inner corner. And I'm going to take this smudger brush here from the Moda kit. Oh, my hands are covered in glitter. There's so much glitter. I can't even wipe it on my chair because I've wiped glitter on my chair so many times that now when I go to wipe more glitter on my chair, I just get more glitter on my hands. Anyway, we're going to finish it off. We're going to go into this light blue shade here called On the Rim. And I'm going to take this smudger brush here. Thank you. Yeah, this is, if you want to get a rainbow palette and you don't want one that's like too huge, like this is a pretty incredible rainbow palette. Like this looks orange right now. It's actually a very, very good pink. And you've got like adjoining colors. This one is like a warmer sort of pink with a gold shimmer effect to it. And this one is a more magenta sort of pink with blue in it. And then the rest of these shimmers kind of are as is on the tin. This one, Melon, you can see here, little more of a minty sort of color. Like this is, if I had to recommend one Glamlite colorful palette, if someone wanted to try out their colorful stuff, I would recommend it would be between this one, the Margarita, and the ice cream one. I haven't bought a lot of Glamlite recently. I think the last thing I bought was their lip glosses from the Icy collection, just because I haven't been loving what's coming out with. I was going to put concealer on under my eye, but guess what's under there now? Icy blue eyeshadow. I guess I could remove it. Whatever. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. It's fine. It's fine. We'll do it on the other side. Well, there's more eye bag. There's more eye bag. It's fine. We'll work with it. We'll work with it, babes. We'll work with it. It's funny that I just called you babes. I didn't mean to call you guys babes. I meant it more as like a general to the world. You know, like a girl help kind of thing. You're not talking to any specific girl. And I actually think it looks pretty cool. I'm not taking it all the way to the inner corner. I'm stopping right about there with it and going to the outer corner. I'm just leaving a little bit of gap there between the inner corner shimmer and the end of the blue, because I just think that looks neat. Now, you didn't distract. It's fine. I forget that all the time because I usually don't do base stuff. So anytime I decide I want to do base stuff, I always go with my regular eye routine. And then it's like, that's right, I was doing base stuff. I didn't even put on primer. It's fine. Yes, the blue underneath just adds so much to it, doesn't it? Oh, I'm loving it. I'm in love with this look. Okay, so we've done our Glamlite side. Now, we're going to take our same brushes. We have wiped them off. And we're going to go in with similar colors from my BeautyBay palettes. I'm going to have to use all three in order to do that. So, oh, my throat's getting sore. I'm not used to talking this much. Happy accidents, yeah. I'm going to have a sip of drink first because my throat's sore. This is Costco ripoff Gatorade. It's just called Sport Drink. Not even sports drink. Sport drink. Sport drink. Anyway, for our base, we'll be starting with the Berries palette. So for the base of the BeautyBay look, I am going to go in to start with this color called Macaron, which is very similar to the Glamlite one. Again, they both show up poorly on here. And then for the outer part, there's not an exact red that's quite the same in either this or in Earthy, which has some reds. But I'm going to go with Claret. Honestly, yeah. I'm pretty sure, let me see. Serving size 1 bottle, contains 0% juice. Sodium 250 milligrams, 11% your daily value of sodium. $35 grams added sugars, 70% daily value of recommended added sugars. Water, cane sugar, dextrose, citric acid, natural flavor, salt, sodium citrate, monopotassium, phosphate, gum acacia, ester gum, and blue one. I can read all the ingredients, though. According to a lot of people, that's all that matters. Anyway, looks like there is still eyeshadow left on it. There is not. It's just a little bit stained. And now I'm going in with the color Macaron, which, as you can see, I've used a bit already. Ooh, dusty. Also, the eye primer has had longer to sit over here, so might make it a little bit different, but we'll see. Also, the shape of this eye is different, so we're going to have to be using a little bit of different methods to go with it. Already you can tell it's not quite, on this eye I always start on the inner part, and on this eye I always start on the outer part. I'm not sure why. Well, actually, I do know why. It's easier to shape this one starting from the inner and easier to shape this one starting from the outer. Same small, tight, circular motions. You can already tell that the BeautyBay is a little bit less pigmented and a lot dustier than the Glamlite. Oh, this eye is so much easier to work with. I don't know what it is about this eye that makes it so much easier for me to do things with, but I know, the staining. It's sad. That's why I mainly use, typically, like, even though I have so many brushes, I usually use like these ones from my Spectrum brushes because it's so much harder to see the stain on them because they're already so dark in color. But like my Katie Jane Hughes brushes, I almost never use those. Well, from my round one, because I stained a few in my, so I have the full 25-piece set. And then I also got the little like box that has the smaller sets. So typically when I want to use my Katie Jane Hughes brushes and those cuts, I'll use this one. You can see all the staining on those eye brushes especially. Possibly. That could, yeah, right hand and right eye coordination on left eye application could be why. I do see worse out of my right eye than my left eye. Fun fact. I don't know why, but my vision is a little bit worse out of this eye. The shape of this eye is also just like, I don't know. I like the shape of my left eye more than the shape of my right when it comes to working with application. Which is funny because I used to like the shape of my right eye so much more than my left. But now it's different. But it's fine because they are both unique and it gives me the opportunity to practice putting makeup on 2 different eye shapes just with one face. And I want to be a professional makeup artist someday, so that works. God, this is so much more vibrant in real life than it's showing up on camera. It looks a little bit like clown makeup, but that's okay. Sometimes clown makeup is fun, you know? Clowns are fun. And then we're going to wipe off on the paper towel. We ain't got no professional setup here, boys. Yeah. Yeah. Fun fact, I've had the same pair of glasses since I found out I needed them. For like, I think like 6 years now. It'll look even prettier when I post an Instagram picture, trust me. Because, I mean, this soft, like the softness it has right now is a good vibe, but it is vibrant in real life. And so now I'm what do you guys think? So there's, but the colors don't reflect accurately. Whatever, I'm going to go, this one is a lot too pink. It's more matching the vibrancy of strawberry, but it's much too pink. So I'm going to go with Claret here up here. Glasses are one of those, like, if it ain't broke kind of things, yeah. Yeah. I mean, they've been working for a decade. May as well keep them around. These brushes feel quite nice. I don't have any problem with like holding them or anything. Sometimes you can get brushes that like feel a little awkward to hold, which I know was a thing with some of my drugstore brushes. These are significantly less expensive. Oh, bye. Bye, Jiswick. Have a good time. Have a good night. Bye. Thank you for joining. Oh, you need to update your prescription, huh? Yeah. Honestly, I should probably get my prescription checked. Also, I sort of use them improperly. I'm supposed to only put them on to see stuff far away. But I wear them at work all the time because I need to see stuff both far away and close up. But most of my stuff is close up. But if I just like take it off, oh my God, I should stop. I should tear off that part of paper towel. Look at all that got on my hand from the paper towel. Look at all that glitter. Give me a sec. You come here. You're done. Yeah, just wear them for the wrong case because it's like, it's easier. It's just easier. If I need a new prescription because of this, so be it. Okay, this red is definitely a lot darker on this side, and it's definitely making a lot more of a difference. Again, there was not an exact red like match to use. The one in the earthy palette is more, shocker, earth toned. So this was the closest red I had, and it is quite a bit darker. Glitter is for life. I cannot tell you how glittery this desk is. My desk is like a 2-decade-old little computer desk that literally used to be the family computer desk until we got a bigger one at one point, and then it became my desk, and it's gone with me through like a couple of moves. I mean, we only had a couple of moves, but this desk might be older than I am. It's covered in paint and stuff from when we were little kids. And it is also covered in glitter because it's my makeup desk now, and it is. There's so much glitter. And then in the drawer, there's a bunch of notebooks because it used to be my writing desk, but now I do most of my writing on a laptop. So I will say with this depth that I'm building with the BeautyBay, I do prefer the level of depth that I have been able to achieve with the BeautyBay color. Memory desk, yes. I do prefer the level of depth I've been able to achieve with the reds over here. However, I could achieve the same with my, I was able to do this one all with one palette. I'm going to need to reach for 3 palettes to achieve the same sort of look with the BeautyBay that I currently have. They do have other palettes I know where you could probably achieve this with one, but at the moment, these are the only 3 BeautyBay that I have. I know that they have a Brights 2.0 they just came out with that you could probably use to achieve something like this. I could get this level of depth with the red out of using probably my paint palette, my OG Glamlite paint palette, or, you know, maybe even, I could probably get it out of my cake palette too with the red velvet shade. Actually, the darker red has overtaken a little bit, so I'm going to go back into our first shade, Macron. And I'm going to just re-strengthen it along the edges here. I don't think I'm going to need to clean this side up as much with the, I guess if I want it to be the same sharpness, I have to, sort of, but the wings just come out a lot better on this side. Oh, I watched Sonic the Hedgehog 2 like an hour ago, by the way. 2 hours ago. Very good. Greatly enjoyed it. I was waiting for the whole time. I was like, is he going to turn yellow? I've never played a Sonic game, but I've watched the Snapcube Sonic dubs. And I was waiting like, is he going to turn yellow? Are they going to do the yellow Sonic thing? They did the yellow Sonic thing. Also, I was so, when Eggman started, like, spoilers, sorry, by the way, but when Eggman started, like, building his big old robot thing, I was like, please let it look like video game Eggman. Please let it look like video game Eggman. It looked like video game Eggman. It is very good, yes, very good. I recommend it. It's on my recommend list. I haven't enjoyed a lot of mainstream media for the last few years. I think the last time that I like super enjoyed, well, the last time was the Batman. I super enjoyed the Batman, but I kind of stopped enjoying a lot of like super mainstream media after the not fully met expectations, let's call it, of Avengers Endgame. To be kind in our description, but yeah, just gonna put that there because I'm pulling out Midnight now, which is bigger than my head. And has a giant mirror in 42 color. Yeah, Marvel, and yeah. I was a big Marvel fan for quite a few years, but Endgame just didn't hit right for me. Anyway, so here we've got the Midnight palette, and for our similar shimmer to blue something, I'm going to be going in with this one down here called Potion. Looks quite similar in pan, and when I've swatched it, it looks similar enough. I am not going to be using the mirror on Midnight because it's huge. Instead, oh, you gotta be. I'll be right back. Instead, I'm going to use the mirror in this. I got this for free when I bought Earthy in Midnight. I didn't buy this myself. Got it. That's right, I got it. I'll be right back. Hi. I was trying to find one of her brothers. I didn't find him. Mm-hmm. Say hello. Say hello. Oh. Hi. Hi, buddy. And you found a new little spot to take a nap. Hee hee. It's the creamsicle. Say hi, buddy. It is him. Oh, there we go. Say hi. Hello. Mwah. Mwah. What do you smell like? Are you getting rid of the cardboard again? Ice cream. One moment, buddy. I just want to show them. This is your feetsies. Oh, okay. He doesn't want to show it off right now, but you guys know about his toe, yeah? His little half toe. There's cat hair on my palette now. You guys know about his little half toe. It's really cute. It's sad, but it's cute because he's okay. You see her little ears? You see her little ears in the background? Now she's cleaning her little paw. Okay, going in, we're using the shade Potion. Tapping the... I keep tapping the edge in more than the flat part by accident. There we go. This is probably going to ruin the little bee stamp in this, but that's okay. Okay, we've got our shimmer from our BeautyBay, and let's see if this truly does apply as well as a finger. Yeah, buddy? You want to head out? I have the door closed because my dad and my brother are watching Disney Channel, or not Disney Channel. They're watching Disney Plus. We're watching Kenobi. You want out, buddy? Hi, baby. No, okay. He doesn't want out. Come here. Mwah. He doesn't want out. He took the long way around and hanging out underneath the bed. There's like boxes underneath this bed, and they love to hang out on them. He is the sweetest, most polite little boy. He's just so... I mean, he's polite because he's anxious all the time. We don't know why he's anxious all the time. Well, not all the time. That's a lie. Sometimes he's really rowdy, and sometimes he's really, really anxious. And we don't really know why. Presumably it's because he's a rescue. He lived outside for the first, year or more of his life, and then we finally, got him to live inside with us and everything, so... Presumably that's why he's a little sketchy at times. But, he has no qualms waking us up in the middle of the night to make demands for food. Boy, he has no qualms about waking us up in the middle of the night to make demands for food. He really doesn't. He and Coleslaw, very loud little creatures. Little man, not so much, which is funny, because when we first brought little man inside the house, he would not stop yelling at all, ever. But that was just because we had to keep him sort of quarantined a little bit, because he had like a bad infection in his paw. So we had to keep him in one small space where we could monitor him. We could make sure he wasn't like getting into anything that could make the infection worse or anything like that. So he would yell at us a lot because he didn't like that. But it all worked out really well. Little man's paw infection healed. He didn't like lose any of his paw beans, his toe pads or anything. Like, it healed really good, and his paw is totally fine now. And there's no problems. But anyway. This is helping apply. Like, this is applying much better than it does with a brush. About as well as it does with a finger. This has achieved what I desired from it. Blue is a little bit darker than the Glamlite blue, or maybe it's just not quite as... Glamlite has more of a shimmer, and this has more of a glitter, if that makes sense. This did help with the precision application quite a bit. Here, I'll go in with my pinky just to give it a little bit more of a chance and see if this will up the shine effect. Just sweep a little bit over the broad strokes areas without ruining the detailing we've done. No, Glamlite's just more reflective and shinier. So there is that side with that, and then here's why we've got to... I mean, technically, we could probably achieve roughly the same thing that we did on this side using this shade from the Midnight palette. That shade is called Shield. However, there is a better match in the Earthy palette. And that better match is, let's see, where did you go? So it is Pixie. Actually, looking at it now, I don't think this is a better match. That is a lot more green. I bet if I mixed them, because we are not using this for that. Let me just wipe that off. I'm going to wash all of these brushes after this, of course, including this little guy. So I think if I mix this color Pixie from the Earthy palette, let me just pick up a little bit of that to get that kind of like greenish base in there. And then I'll put that on, and then I'll layer some of Shield over it. And we'll see if that achieves roughly the same thing. Oh yeah, that's a lot more green. Oh, what the... Am I a cat? What's going on there? Oh, okay. It was an eyelash. Everything's fine. I said am I a cat because my cats are prone to eye goopies. But that wasn't an eye goop. That was just an eyelash. Okay. So we've got that shade from Earthy down in the inner corner. And now I'm going to take the Potion shade from Midnight, which is more of a silvery blue kind of shade. Swirl around in there for a minute. Come on. It doesn't look like you're picking anything up. It's not your fault, brush. The formula of this particular shade is strange. It is much more slick than the others, and it's almost like it doesn't want to be picked up. I mean, most of these shimmers actually are like they don't want to be picked up on a brush. Tried putting it on my finger and getting it on the brush. If this doesn't work out, I'll have to go in with my pinky, which is good. Okay. Okay, now we got it working. We got it working. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, that one is more reflective. I mean, the formula is a lot slicker with Potion. Ooh-wee, Potion's more reflective. That is definitely the better match. I was wrong. Ooh, that is way more reflective. Holy schmoly. Okay. Wow. Wow. Owen Wilson. Wow. Well. Okay. And then for the under eye, I have a couple of options that I could use here. This little freebie Dumbo palette has this color, which is not quite as like bright icy, but has more of the light cool kind of tone. And then we've got this one in here called Elixir, or we've got Mist, but again, so this one here is Mist. And this one is Elixir. Again, neither of them quite are the exact kind of shade. Maybe I'll mix them. I'm going to take a little bit of Elixir on that smudger brush that I had before. And I'm just going to dip back and forth between Elixir and Mist a little bit. Tap it off. Where did I put that other palette just now? Put it under the big one. Yeah, whoa, but nice. That one is like unusually more reflective than the other ones. Like it's a little weird how much more reflective that one is. Yeah, I'm not gonna clean up the wing on this one. I like this one. It looks good to me. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go right under my lash line and I'm going to drag in. And then I'm gonna go here and drag out, leaving a little bit of gap between the two and not quite connecting it all the way up to the pink. Gap is smaller on this one. Yeah, it's fine. Dip, 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 dip. And okay. Not quite the same sort of blue. And for some reason a lot thicker. Why is it so much thicker on this side? Oh, it's because my eyelashes got in the way more. And my eyelashes are different on both my eyes too. So. We can fix that. Taking our trusty little tissue friend here. No, actually, this is more of a Q-tip job. So this has a secondary cap in it, and whenever I need to use a Q-tip to clean something up, I just spray it into the cap, and I dip the Q-tip in. Bam. And I'm just going to use this to get a little bit thinner on this side underneath my eye. Not quite as thick of a line. There we go. That matches a little better. All right. So recreated on both sides. I prefer the depth I've got over here on the BeautyBay side, but again, I could still achieve that on the Glamlite side if I reached for more than one palette, same as I did with BeautyBay. I don't know. I prefer the reflectiveness of this Glamlite shimmer to the reflectiveness of this one. This one has more of a glittery. This one has more of a just straight, like, reflective metallic-y sortiness. And I prefer this blue. I don't know. Anyway, next we are going to test out some of these face brushes. This is going to be a lot quicker, by the way. This is going to be a lot quicker. So we have here the complexion brush. It is a densely packed brush meant for foundations and things. I'm going to go in first with a little bit of my super dewy skin tint from Makeup Revolution. All my base products are from Makeup Revolution. Yeah. I would agree with that. A little bit sharper. I don't know. Yeah. I've taken just one pump of the skin tint, I'm not going to do too much of it. I'm taking it on the edge of my complexion brush here, and I'm mainly going to focus it around my cheek area because I am going to be doing a blush there. But I am mainly going to, sorry, my voice is starting to go. I'm mainly going to be doing around this cheek area with the skin tint. I might do a little bronzer today, so I've been trying to experiment with bronzer more lately. I'm a little afraid of it because on my skin tone, a lot of bronzers are more yellow or warm in like tone, which can look a little funny on my pink, cool, very pale skin. But anyway, got that there. Complexion brush, good buffering little brush. I am mainly patting it in and then doing little swipey, tappy sort of buff brush motions like this for a blend. You can see it's a mixture of like swiping, patting, and things like that. Yeah, I don't want to look like a Cheeto. And sometimes if you don't get it just right, I end up looking like a Cheeto. Now, the angled shader does not say it is meant for concealer, but for me, this is what I would use for concealer. Like, it is a denser, but still sort of fluffy kind of brush. So I'm going to use it to do just a little bit of concealer, more around my under eye area, just a touch. And again, this is the lighter side, lighter coverage. So this is the Heartbreakers lighter coverage Revolution, I Heart Revolution thing. And I'm just going to do more of that. I'm going to go right here where I've got a little fallout. More of that sort of light padding blending. I'm going to swipe it a little bit to help clean up that edge a little extra. Usually could do it better if I didn't already put that blue shadow down there, but I did, so we're working with it. And patting it in, patting it in. Just gonna take a little bit of this leftover skin tint on my hand and okay. And there we go. And then on the other side, I'm going to use the Conceal and Hydrate, which is a little more full coverage. I'm not even going to do a full pump of this because I'm not taking it up to my forehead or anything today. I'm going to use the other side of this brush. This is the dirty side. I'm going to use the other side going into the Conceal and Hydrate foundation. Also, I think my skin tint might be a little faulty. The original one I used, this one, because it's not supposed to come out thick and chunky, but mine, since I bought it, has come out kind of thick and chunky. But apparently it's supposed to be a lot more fluid than that, so. But this one is a bit more full coverage. You can barely see the difference on camera. Cool. I'll find a way. I'll find a way to show the difference. In real life, the difference is this looks like I've got foundation on my face, and this doesn't. I mean, it still looks like I've got something with color on my face, but it doesn't look as heavy. I mean, this side looks like I have a skin tint, and this side looks like I have foundation. That's the gist of it. Whenever you put on makeup, it temp shifts during shipping. That could be. That could be. Because it's definitely warmer here than it is in London. Let me just say that. Yeah, they both have a nice glow. They're both meant to be glowy products. I don't like matte skin very much, but that might be because I have dry skin naturally. So I like a more hydrated look to my skin. So I've gone in with that, and now I'm going to do a little dot of the Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. I'm just going to do a little dot because, again, I messed up a little bit. I like to put it there usually because my eye bags are real, they stretch. Let's just say that my eye bags achieve a lot of domination on my under eyes. Oh boy. Man, it is freaky to look at a little bit. I don't want to, it's just weird to look at myself without under eye bags because I'm so used to it. But bam. I mean, they're not totally gone. In real life, you can definitely still see that they're there, and you can still see a little on camera too, but a lot less prominent than before. Okay. Now, I don't usually like powdering my face very much because, again, as I said, I prefer more of a glow than a matte. Yeah. Fallout's a big problem. Fallout is a big problem. But brush under the under eyes just makes it a little easier. I sometimes prefer the look when I use my fingers, but I've got glitter all over my fingers right now. And it could get foundation on all my stuff. So that's generally why I end up using a brush for foundation and concealer, mostly because it keeps things just a little bit cleaner. But anyway, I'm going to do some powder because I'm using a powder blush this time. And also I'm going to test out this powder brush. This is a chunky boy. This is a thick handle. And like stout. If you want a comparison, this is the typical kind of powder brush you get with Spectrum. It's a lot taller. It's a different shape. This one's a lot rounder. You can get rounder ones from Spectrum, but this is the one that they generally give. Although I do have the rounder version in a few of my sets. But yeah, so this is the difference. This one's a little chunkier, a little stouter. This one's sort of like a little dwarf. And I mean that in the Tolkien sense, like a Thorin Oakenshield and stuff. Oh, I've gotten loose powder everywhere. I need to get a like pressed powder for when I do this kind of thing because loose powder is so messy. Okay, just tapping a bunch off, thin layer, and I'm just going to lightly brush it over everything. Like I said, I am not a huge fan of matte skin. But I do, when I go with my under eyes, I do. It's everywhere. This is why I don't powder. It's. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, that's never coming out. Oh. Get a pressed if you want. Don't get loose powders. Get a pressed powder. Oh no. This happens every time. Don't get a loose powder. If you want to get a powder to set your face with, get a pressed powder. Oh yeah, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the extra highlight and glow because I do have another one in the other kit. It's Coleslaw Hair and that. I'm going to use this for the specific powdering of under eye. That's the only place that I consistently powder when I do base stuff, is under eye, just because I get a lot of, like, I have a lot of creases there naturally, so it means that extra creases and fine lines can be created by having stuff there. Skin tint definitely covered up less of the glitter fallout than the fuller coverage one did, but that's to be expected. Get it over with, get it over with, get it over with. Be quick, be quick, be quick. Okay. Go back to whence you came. Go back to whence you came, you coconut-scented menace. Oh! Get off my desk. Get off my palettes. Oh! It's fine. I just have a lot of cleaning to do. Anyway, blush. For this look, I'm going to use this Moira blush. I have used all of these blushes before. Yeah, probably going to need to do a wet wipe. Yeah. I have used all my Moira brushes. I got 4 of them. I have this one. It is yellow and it looks orange on camera, but it's more of a red. I have that one. I have the Berry Flirty, which is a lilac, and it looks like a very soft pink on this camera for some reason. This is a bright, bright magenta. This is a bright, bright magenta. Like, bright. I got this one. I've used all of these. I got the Moira Signature Ombre Blush in Morning Sunshine. Again, much brighter pink at the bottom than it looks on camera. That is just beautiful. I almost feel bad when I use it because it's just so pretty. Very nice color. Comes out pretty much just pink if you swirl all the colors together. But if you got a big brush, I think you could like literally achieve the same ombre that's in the thing. By just like swipe the big brush, swipe on your cheek. And then this, I'm not going to open this one up because it's a cream, but cream blush in the shade. It doesn't say. It doesn't say on the box. But, oh, hello? What's up? Did you hop onto the bed, creamsicle? I think he did. Kalsa is still just napping. Okay. There's only a couple of brushes we didn't use in here. We're going to use the other 2 face brushes and then the 3 eye brushes. Pretty basic. We don't really need to test those as much. But I'm going to test out this Moira angled blush brush now. So again, here is a Spectrum angled blush brush for comparison. Oh no! Okay, it's fine. Okay, they went back in. Here's a Spectrum angled blush brush for comparison. As you can see, the Spectrum one, unlike with the eyes, this is kind of the opposite of the eyes. This one is a lot smaller and a lot denser. This one's a lot bigger and fluffier. So we are going to test out this Moira one now. And I'm going to go into this and let's see, do I want to swirl them? No, I don't want to go orangey. I think I want to go straight red. So I'm just going to go into this side. I do have a cream blush in a very similar color to this. It's sort of a corally red. I have a cream blush in a very similar color. And it is the Milani Cheek Kiss in Coral Crush. And this is a good cream blush. There is a difference between it and, so I've tried this cream blush, the Moira cream blush, and this Makeup Revolution Super Dewy liquid blush. And I would say, I don't know if I have a favorite between them. The Moira one is definitely a lot thicker, and like even denser, I would say, is an apt adjective to use. Yeah, definitely, like, one could be more specific. Like, I feel like this would be really good for packing on a cream or a liquid. So the reason I went silent is I think I went into that blush a little too much. So we're just going to try to blend that. Oh boy. On camera, it looks like a very nice, subtle sort of tint. In real life, it looks like I am bleeding. Oh my God. Makeup looks so different. That looks so nice on camera. It looks crazy in real life. God, cameras are magic. Yes, it does. This totally has lady vibes. Yes. Yes, this totally has the vibes of Lady from In Space with Markiplier. Yes. Well, now I'm glad that it's super bright. That is insane. Holy smokes. Like, I'm not kidding. It literally, where it's caught on like some of my pimples and dry patches, it literally looks like blood. Like dried blood. That's how bright it is in real life. Like, it looks so subtle and nice in this lighting. It literally looks like where it's caught in some areas, like I am bleeding in real life. Which is not the fault of the blush. I dug in way too hard. I could fix this. I can fix this. Let me just grab. So this is the foundation brush from before, and this usually works better with cream blushes. For this, you probably would want to go over with the loose powder, but I don't want to open the loose powder again because that was a nightmare. Someone's yelling at me. You want to leave? You want to leave? No? What's up? I don't know what this guy wants. Say hi again, buddy. Say hello again. Say hi. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, he's purring. He has the quietest purr, so you can't hear it. Okay. I'll carry you back to where you were. Little man! Hee. Our final guest star of the night. Little man! Well, he hates being held the most. Sometimes. Sometimes he's really snuggly. Say hi, buddy. Say hi, little man. Say hi. He's chubby. Look how chubby he is. Hey, chubster. You know that? Okay. Okay. He's the squirmiest, but he talks the least. Kosa's still just asleep right here. We had just steers. We had just steers from all three beans. Yay! What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to tone this down a little bit with a little layer of foundation over it. A little bit of skin tint. She is so snoozy. She's waiting for me to go to bed as well. She wants me to go to bed, but I'm not quite ready yet. But okay, I'm just going to dot a little bit of that skin tint over this blush and pat it in and pray and hope that it stops looking like I'm bleeding or I've been in a fight. 'Cause everything's all right. Generally, you're not supposed to go over powder products with cream. That is generally not something you want to do because it'll create a weird texture. But I'm washing this off immediately after we're done, so I don't care if it creates a weird texture. But I'm gonna try to tone that color down. Well, semi-work. To a degree. Go a little lighter on this other side. Did 2 swipes. Tapped it off. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. That doesn't show up on camera. So that looks great in real life. Looks way better, way preferred. It's not even showing up on camera. This is what I mean when I say don't trust beauty YouTube videos. Not because necessarily the people are untrustworthy, but because cameras are untrustworthy. It does not at all look, none of this looks like it does in real life on camera. This all looks so very different. Yeah, there is a little bit showing up, but it's not, like, it looks perfect. On camera, this side right now looks like what this side looked like upon first application. That's the difference. How this side looked when I first applied the crazy amount of blush. Sorry, I need to stop using that word in that way. I need to stop that. How this side looked when I put on an inordinate amount of blush is how this side looked, like how this looked on camera. That's how this looks in real life. It's gorgeous. It looks so good. And then I'm just going to get a little bit for my nose because I like that. I did not put any foundation on my nose, so it's just kind of blending in with the regular redness on there, but that's okay. Now I look like Rudolph. Okay. All right. And then last but not least, I'm going to take the little Highlight and Glow from my little Moda kit, and I'm going to slap on some kind of highlighter. I don't have any new highlighters. All my highlighters are like the ones that I've had for a while. I'm not a huge highlighter person. I just don't use them very often. I'll go with this one. Or I could do something a little wild. So I have this one. It's a white highlighter shaped like an eyeball. I got it for Halloween a couple years ago. But I just move that. Open this up. I also have, for Christmas last year, I got the Makeup Revolution Fruity Pebbles stuff. That has blue in it. That's a highlighter. That has blue in it. Let's do it. Like I said, I'm not going out in this. I'm going to mix the blue and the pink a little bit, but mainly go into the blue. And gosh dang, that sure is blue. That sure is a highlighter. Dude, I bet that there's a neutral version of this that's just like regular highlight colors and isn't blue and green and yellow and pink. I gotta get that because this might be my favorite highlighter formula I have, honestly. Because you see how that's all nice and shiny? It doesn't look glittery. Like it's only shiny. There's no like glitter particles. It's just shine. And I don't know how they did that. Because I have other Revolution highlighters that are not the same thing. But yeah. Yeah, I should get the neutral version of this, the Cocoa Pebbles one, because, whew, God, that is gorgeous. That is beautiful, but that is also very definitely blue. Doing the same thing for the other side. Oh, interesting. Yeah? Oh my gosh, are you opening the door? You said you wanted to leave and now you want to come back? Oh, hello, buddy. Okay, Creamsicle's back and he's yelling at me. What? What on scoop? Yeah? I'm almost. You gonna hang out on the bed? You gonna hang out with your sister? Two tabbies chilling. I'm gonna kiss your belly, Closa. Mwah. I'm gonna kiss your back, Creamsicle. Mwah. Blah. Blah. Cat hair. Blah. Anyway. Alrighty. So interesting thing, looks a lot more shiny on this side than it does on this side, but that's probably because this was wet, because I put more of the skin tint on over it, and so this side is less so. But you can actually change that just by spraying your face with some setting spray or fixing spray, which are a little bit different. Setting spray is meant to make it last longer. Fixing spray is just meant to bring moisture back to the face, although most of them do the same thing because most setting sprays don't work as setting spray. But you can just like spritz your face and it'll get the same like literally blinding sort of effect that this side has with this. I mean, it's still pretty blinding on this side, but there's a difference. Put that back into the little box. I'm going to have to wrap it up now because it's been an hour and a half apparently, and my brother wants to come back in the room, but he doesn't like being in the room when I'm filming and stuff because we share a room and he's loud and he doesn't want to interrupt me. So I'll just throw on a lip color real quick and finish this off. The other thing I wanted to mention, I got this. This is the NYX, this is Juice Gloss. It says it is electrolyte infused color. So it's Gatorade, basically. Polite bro, indeed. It's really good. It does not look purple on the lips. It's basically just a clear gloss. Also, this tube is an interesting choice because there's a stopper usually to stop from too much product coming out, but check that out that you can do just by squeezing that. It does look like candy. It smells like it too. Literally smells like a Jolly Rancher. It says it's supposed to smell like a passion fruit snatch. It smells like a blue raspberry Jolly Rancher. Anyway, does not look purple on the lips, but is a beautiful clear gloss. But anyway, that doesn't quite go with this look, so I'm just going to slap on this NYX Butter Gloss Red. And then we'll end everything. But I want to end it with like what it looks like as a full look. I'm going to use my webcam as my mirror. The Urge Teeth, that is not nearly as strong as the Urge Teeth, the butter glosses. These smell like vanilla cake. Hey! What is up with you two? First you're snuggling and grooming each other, and then you're doing this. Settle down. Settle down. Yeah, you're both behaving now that Mama coming over, huh? No, stop that. Leave your brother alone. Settle down. They do that all the time. They snuggle and they snuggle and groom each other and are just generally lovey on each other, and then all of a sudden they're trying to wreck each other. Oh, she got off the bed. She's the one who started the fight. I don't know what's up with them. Anyway, there's the red lip. So the look is officially completed. Let's try like pointing this away a little bit. You can see it in a little bit better lighting now. Guilty bean indeed. Let's bring her over and shame her. Oh, he's off the bed now too. Now you're just laying on the floor? Come here. Well, now they're snuggling again. Are you guilty, Kosla? Are you a guilty baby? Hmm? Look at her belly. Look at her. And her little stub tail. Little stub tail. Little stub tail. There she is. There she is. That's a good way to end the stream, I think, huh, Kosla? End the stream with your adorable face. Mama would give you a kiss, but Mama doesn't want to get lip gloss all over your head. Yeah, we can end the stream with your adorable little face. And with letting your brother back out. Okay. Nope, he wanted to go under the bed again. Okay. All right. Yorosabin, end of live stream. Turning off the insane lights. This is what it looks like without those lights on, by the way. It's either the overexposure or this, so that's why the overexposure happens. All right. This was very fun. I enjoy live streaming more than I enjoy filming a regular video, so bye-bye. How do I end this? Oh, there's a button.